So here we are, welcome back to the channel, welcome to another, no it's not actually another Assetto Corsa Competizione video, it's a Assetto Corsa Evo video. We're here like many of the other people around the world anticipating the release of this next trailer from the Assetto Corsa Evo franchise. I am actually sporting my own Assetto Corsa t-shirt today as well. If you buy any from the website, please do. If you look at a very similar size to myself, make sure to get a medium because the large is massive. But yeah, there's a lot of people talking. I've just been watching Niles Newjax's channel. He's streaming obviously at the moment. I think it said there's about 1,500 people waiting to watch on his stream, but there's literally nearly 5,000 people waiting in this stream I'm watching. I assume he's got the main stream up. Obviously we can see a lot of chatter on the right hand side of the screen, loads of people with comments, and I think a lot of the anticipation really, I think on the build up to these game releases, it's kind of always been a letdown for me. There's always been, oh, we are all ready. It's always been, I wish there's going to be this and I wish there's going to be that, and it never really delivers. So I hope I'm wrong with the Assetto Corsa Evo. If either of the two games before them have got any influence on what this next game's going to be, it should be something just to marvel at, really. If it can compete with, I've never even tried Gran Turismo 8. Gran Turismo 8? Is it Gran Turismo 8 or Gran Turismo 7? I've never even tried it, but the visuals on that game off the scale for me when you look at the comparison with Forza, and even when you look around the camera view on the inside of the Assetto Corsa garage or the Assetto Corsa Competizione garage, it's the only game really that I've played for the last 4 years, I think. I've tried to, I won't even say I've tried to move away, but I've tried other versions of the game, or not other versions of the game, like games like Assetto Corsa, Forza's new iteration with the motorsport. I just always come back to Assetto Corsa Competizione. It's just something completely different. That sense of realism. So 1.3 minutes to go. I always love the music on this as well. I'll just turn that down a touch. That's very loud for me. But yeah, 1 minute to go. The anticipation is definitely building. I'm going to open this up into a big screen. Don't really want to see what the other comments are. I'm just going to really give my first-hand impressions of what we're going to be seeing. Make sure we're in full HD if we can get it. We're just going to get 1080p. But yeah, definitely looking forward to this one. Obviously there's a lot of tracks already confirmed, places like Imola, Brands Hatch, probably going to be the Nordschleife on there. I think it would be hugely missed if it wasn't. A couple of cars, Lamborghinis, Porsches and stuff, but we've not really seen anything to do with gameplay, so I'm really hoping to see some gameplay footage today, a possible look at how the game's going to play. We already know it's going to be quite demanding on the whatever system you're running it on, probably using 16 gigabytes of RAM, SSD cards and the like. You're probably going to need a good high-end system to run it, which you do with any of these games. Hopefully going to be delivered in January 2025 and probably later in the year on console, fingers crossed. So here we go then.
This is not about your age.
Some old cars to look at then.
Your car.
Some newer cars.
Your experience. It isn't about performance or power. And it isn't about how you portray your love for driving. Because car passion is a state of mind.
Car passion.
And it's driven by heart.
So a few iterations of different models, some old minis, alphas. I've seen some of these scenes obviously in the footage that's been available on the stream channel. Some day night cycles, weather conditions. Suzuka probably just there. Looks like Imola. Street circuits possibly. Some new Ferraris. Nicely modelled interiors. Looks a little bit plain on the game footage graphics if I'm not too honest. Obviously a bit of ray tracing going on. Some nice old classic looking cars. It's GT3 cars. Oh, it's such a small video. Disappointed. Disappointed. Let's just look back here. It's like 1 minute 30.
Your car.
There's not much there, to be honest. So such anticipation. And there was no real in-game footage.
Performance or power. And it isn't about how you portray your love for driving.
Bit of detail there, but I think that's just a real camera view, to be honest.
Escalation is a state of mind.
All these are just real camera views, so I expect them to be brilliant. Obviously we've got some suspension movement. But it looks quite static through that view. The shadowing on the cars doesn't look particularly great. Let's just look back to that one. See there, for me there's just not enough shadowing under the cars. It looks really quite plain, almost like they're running the least amount of graphic ability as possible. Just looking here, I mean there's the crowd. It doesn't look very dissimilar to anything we would see on Assetto Corsa Competizione, to be honest. But I think the cars look less detailed. The scenery looks less detailed. Obviously we've got the weather night cycles. That looks all very pretty. It doesn't really tell you much about the game itself. Anything really. It's always that anticipation and then it fails to deliver. I hope it's not going to be a game that fails to deliver. Obviously we literally had traffic there, didn't we? We literally had a car going the other way, so we've got a bit of open roads, possibly with some traffic. That was quite good to see. Some old and new models. Obviously we've got the Nordschleife there, we can see it. But yeah, just a little bit lackluster on the details. And no release date. 16th of January. Early access program starts 16th of January. So it's not even a release date, is it? It's early access. So a little bit disappointing for me. Don't know really where to go with that. Be interesting to see what people are just chatting. Don't listen to the haters, Kunos. Something tells me we're not going to be any car anywhere like ACC. There is supposed to be. I know there's a lot of talk. Cheap graphics here looked good. Walking towards next to track, awesome. Walking towards next to track, awesome. Not sure what that means. The XCL, one of the founders there. Can't wait. I can't wait, to be honest. And there's probably a lot of people watching that. I'll give it a click. Enjoyed that. Worst trailer ever. I definitely agree with that. It just didn't deliver anything. I'll just bang that in the comments. just didn't deliver anything for me. A few glimpses of possible features, but not enough. Yeah, so hopefully if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. It's been a long time since I banged a video out, but I thought it definitely worth sitting and waiting for this one. I'll try and just get this video up as soon as I can, probably with some other content alongside it. But yeah, thanks for watching. A little bit of a lackluster video to start the Evo sort of folder off, I guess. And a long wait before we even get early access, as it was always supposed to be a this year release. I don't even mind that it's going to be a little bit late. It's obviously work in progress, and I'd rather deliver a game rather than most games being unfinished on delivery these days, but still could have done with a little bit more detail, I think. But until next time, ciao for now.